Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everybody.
I'm going to say James Silas is in the house already.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We're good to go. Let's James Silas. Let's get into still music, and this time around, the son of a carpenter, the one we know as Brymo, is not giving us space to breathe. He's back again. This time, it's not about probably wanting to take his creative genius in terms of people have different ways they get inspiration to get to write songs. We'll find out about yours. But at some point, he wanted to take his creativity to another level. Because at some point, he also said, you know what he does? He sleeps with his muse to get inspired. But hey, that's a story for another day. But the gist this morning is that he's taking a swipe at Burna Boy, that's Brymo, saying Burna Boy is not, he said it before, but he's saying that Burna Boy lifted something off of his content. So how did this come to you, James Silas?
I mean, I think Brymo has been on a roll lately. I just think that there's something going on. You understand? So when an allegation like this is actually, put out there, you would want to be careful as to how you want to argue or, state your opinion about it. It would be nice to have maybe more details about. I mean, I didn't listen to the full interview, because sometimes I always say that the media just sort of cuts one part of the conversation and put out there, and then you're not sure, and then so you don't just jump into the conversation. So it would be nice to actually understand. From what I read, Brymo hasn't released, or he hadn't released the record at the time Burna Boy released the song. Is it that did they record in the same studio? Did his producer share his catalog with Burna Boy? How did Burna Boy steal your record or steal something from you? Do you understand? And somehow, sometimes I feel like, when Burna Boy was talking about, how the records or the music that is going out there doesn't make sense in terms of maybe songwriting or whatever. Some people that are supposed to be good in the same field might feel offended and just feel like, if you don't know how else to, counter or reply or deal or fire back, you just look for any opportunity when you have the microphone at hand to just see whatever you want to say. But it would be nice to know and understand where, because the reporting was quite vague. I cannot really place what exactly are you saying. Did he steal the vibe of City Boy from you? Did he steal the vibe of another song from you? What exactly is it? And these days, when it comes to music theft, sound, lyrics, whatever, sampling, whatever the case is, it's no longer as easy as it used to be. These days, the distributing platforms make provision for you to respond or to answer or, tick certain areas where, did you sample this record? Did you pick anything from anywhere? And if you deny or say no, or if you lie about it, you can't even escape it. All you have to do is just send the letter to both your label or the distribution company or whatever. That we can deal with these things easily without even making noise, without bringing it out here in the media. Do you understand? So I'm sure they'll be fine. Last, everybody good. Yeah.
Okay, good. And hybrid.
Hey.
You know that. Okay, so let's pick up the slack from here. It's talking about, in this one, at some point in time, there was a time where they were three. And then it was said that one went away and then two became the group, and then all of them, but the mama said that, you know what, you will make it. If not only you would just keep moving on, just keep doing your stuff. But that was the days of the Plantation Boys and all of those things. I'm just trying to get into it. But one of them here, Blackface, is talking. It's been always in the news of the issue. People would always copy his work and not give him credit for it. But in a recent interview with Nedu's Honest Bunch podcast, he said, look, he's ready to have peace with Two-Face Idibia, the African Queen crooner. Do you see this as the final olive branch that would bring these two together to have that brotherly embrace once again?
I hope so, but I don't think this is not the first time that efforts have been made to have them. I don't know if I should say have them, or should say Blackface should just let go and squash the beef. And this is not for me. This is not me saying that Blackface is the one who has the problem, but it's just that over time, when you're repeatedly going at everybody, it will just seem like you're the nuisance, But how did we get to this point? D1 Dio Dene was on a podcast
Yes.
with hosted by Nedu and his friends, and they made a statement, about how they got to sign Two Baba back in the day, or Two Face as he was known then, and he was saying that there were three of them, and they could tell that one person was the actual, boy, or the actual voice of the group, and it was only proper for them to work with that one person. Respectfully, I thought that was, he didn't have to say that. He shouldn't have said that. And which made Nidu say they have to bring Blackface in as well to come and air his opinion. So I mean, the interview went well until he made that statement, and I just felt like, nah, there could have been another way to have placed or shared that information. It's okay to approach one person and say you want to do. But I mean, at the time, we loved what the group was, what they were doing at the time. I mean, it was a fantastic. That was one of the turning points of our music as well, But we still didn't complain about having Two Baba alone or Two Face alone at the time. There were three, as far as I'm concerned, exceptionally brilliant artists. Do you understand? It took a while for us to even later that we found out that Blackface was more of the brain behind the group. So you can't discredit him, you can't disrespect him for that. Now, what has brought them to this point again, to this bridge, which I'm hoping that yes, we're going to move past.
Finally.
Because truthfully, even after the whole news of them having issues over this particular song, African Queen, they've come together to perform on stages, at concerts. They've done, several. I mean, in fact, they even had an album, of a reunion album. What's the album title again? Anyway, they had a reunion, a plantation, like a comeback of the plantation. They had an album that Tijo at the time sponsored or executive produced.
Yes.
Do you understand? They did a lot of things. They've tried to, pull a comeback that didn't happen. And so what I just feel like at this point for Blackface, over time had come out to say somebody stole the song, this one stole the song, this one's jacked something from him and everything. And the same Blackface is saying that they are not playing this, and radio is not playing my music. People, and you just wonder, okay, so where did these people now find your song to jack? You've accused what's the name, from Burna Boy, Wizkid. You even mentioned Olamide. Okay. Sometimes it's interesting. So yes, he talked about the concept of jacking the rhythm, sound. Like sometimes it can even be the bass line of a record and everything. Those things sometimes are even can be difficult to track or prove. But truthfully, yes, if you pick something from anybody's record and the person can actually prove and they can play sonically and prove that you jacked that line or jacked that sound, yes, you can be liable for it. You can, you will have to pay for it. Sometimes, but just that sometimes around this corner, people want the obvious one. When you just say, if you just use yeah in your record, bam, that's it. They don't think that you said no, I don't want no, which still sounds like sonically.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes the solution can be technical. Okay. It has to be proven. Do you understand what I'm saying? But above all, at the end of that podcast, he said that he was, sort of stretching the olive branch to say,
but not before
let's
he
squash.
Also tweet out there saying Two-Face, Tuba should be grateful because he brought him all the way from Benway to.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying all of that. That's you can also into, but even by saying that, I just feel like you don't even need to say that. Nobody cares about that, really. You have to look at right now. Life is life. The hustle is the hustle. Yeah. Success will have a lot of ups and downs. You have enemies along the line of success, and if it happens, hey, but. Which is why sometimes I just looked at that interview and I said, this might be a tongue-in-cheek situation where he's just saying now, but because people have tried on several occasions to just let go. And you see, I heard he kept talking about plantation. Look, the plantation boys or the plantation, whatever, is just, see, they've built mansions on that plantation. They've bought cars, they've put... Okay. Come on, let go of that. Your plan, move. Just maintain your energy as Blackface, and no disrespect to him. I think he's one of the most. Before I'm still a fan, but I just don't like toxicity. I don't like that vibe. But I wish them all the best. And I really hope that he's going to heal from that.
Okay, moving away from the plantation now, let's head straight to Cynthia. Cynthia is in the news. James Silas
Yeah.
and the juice. I don't know if she still got the juice, the German juice, but then the issues here is that she's saying half sibling used her for sexual experiments at the age of 14. And this speaks to domestic violence, sexual violence, abuse, and all of this. Speak to us about this and a place speaking about this.
I mean, I think it's about experience, life experience. These are things that happen, both whether you hear it in the news or in the neighborhood. It happens, and it's actually interesting that it's coming out. I mean, these are not easy things to talk about, and I mean, I was reading that and I just thought that, oh wow, you know, but somehow, some way, not disregarding her experience or disrespecting in any way. I just also feel like all of these things are the things that would have shaped you as a person that you've become today. Do you understand? I don't think she was sharing it to find or source pity or whatever. And sometimes, if we were in another country, it depends on the age of the half sibling at the time. You still face the law if that's what the situation, calls for. But outside that, I would have really loved for her to come back to music, to do the music. But I also know it's not easy. I mean, if nobody's signing you, if you don't have the funds or the resources to come back to music, then it will just be. I mean, and you also be lucky to get the media's attention whenever you speak or talk about stuff like this. Okay. So, but I mean, I would love for her to come back to music and keep it moving.
Talking about her coming back, we still hope he has OBOs. She still has OBOs now.
Nah, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Okay, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Let's quickly clear this one in. If we can throw in one more story before we go. Hailey Bieber saying, well, she's not pregnant again yet. That's the wife to Justin Bieber.
No, people are, what's that thing called? Pregnancy watchers?
Watchers.
Won't watch those ones. And in her own case, it's always the media, paparazzi, everybody.
Yes.
And it's funny. Look, I don't think, some people, there are some times or some occasions where you go to somewhere, somebody say, yeah, I didn't wait. Like, stop it. Don't do that. And they keep doing this. And of course, even in Africa here or Nigeria here, when people get married, people start checking their calendar for you.
Now?
I mean, mind your business. And then they keep making her, have to debunk the rumors every other time. And she's just tired. I can understand, But the last one, she just said she just bloated, that she's not pregnant. And I feel like if given the opportunity, she will hide the pregnancy from these people. Like, let's allow this girl. So I understand, like I said, we are in Africa, we're in Nigeria where these things happen as well. Yeah. So a lot of people are just expecting that, when are you going to get pregnant? What are you waiting for? This and that. Come on.
So she's put pay to it. There will be no chorus of baby, baby, baby. Oh, so anyway, that's what it is. Let's sum this one. Jim Silas, close this one up for us quickly. There's a tribute that should be paid to someone. Richard ROUNDTREE, the Shaft actor, dies at the age of 81. In about a minute, could you do this?
Oh yeah, I mean, shout out to him. For people that watched or know him, I mean, in fact, I had to go and Google to see what he would look like now, and but yes, if you saw the movie, if you've not even seen it, you can still Google and look it up, and then say he's so recipes. I mean, 81, right?
Yes.
Not bad at all. But he has done well for himself, and I just believe that the family will have the strength to move on and actually continue to pull up his legacy. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.